All right. And welcome to another episode of Eat, Smoke, Drink Outdoor Edition. Outdoor Edition because I'm outdoors, not indoors, which is nice. The sun is shining. There's trees and shit. There's a little breeze. The umbrella looks like it's gonna snap. No, I'm kidding, actually. It looks pretty strong and sturdy to me. It's got like that relief valve at the top where, the air goes up and it like stops it from become like a giant parachute. Anyway, without further ado, actually no, I like to just delay shit. What I'm gonna review today is a bit of a unicorn. Clynelish. Clynelish rare malts. So I want to first and foremost thank you, Greg. Greg asked me to massage his scrotum and massage his prostate in a sexual manner, not a medical manner, but in a hyper sexual manner. And he said he was going to give me this sample bottle. It's a healthy sample bottle. I'm going to save some for my wife because she'd also want to try it. A little disclaimer: when you buy these bottles, first of all, I'll give you a second so you can take your pants off and get aroused. I'm not wearing any pants right now, but lots of privacy here. That house is too far to see me not wearing any pants. So when you buy these bottles, or when you store these bottles, sometimes they evaporate or leak a little bit. And I don't know what happened with this one, but there was a little evaporation over the decades that it was bottled, okay? A little bit of evaporation. So just to put it in perspective, this is a 59.1 Clynelish 23-year-old rare malt selection, one of my favorite bottlers. It was distilled in 1974. You know how I feel about 70s whiskey. 70s whiskey excites the shit out of me because it's a different era, a different style, different grade, different feel, texture. Everything is different about it. And this was bottled in 23 years after it was distilled. That doesn't say, 1998. So 1998, this has been in the bottle for 27 years. Holy fuckamole, 27 years. Anyway, Clynelish is known for its waxiness, green apple, a little bit of peppermint and menthol, but this here is like no other Clynelish. This is a 1974 Clynelish. So let me pour a small dram, and then let's bask in the glory that is rare malt selection Clynelish. Okay, I've got a new hat that needs to just kind of like stretch into my dome and skull. It feels like someone's compressing my head. It feels kind of nice. It's like like a baby being held. But anyway, so 1974, built in 1819. You can Google all that shit. I'm not fucking interested in telling you all that bullshit about Clynelish Distillery. All of that stuff is available in malts.com or Wikipedia or whatever else. What's not available are my extremely PC tasting notes. So anyway, the color, I will stay with my theme. The color looks like I've had only a liter of water all day and a hot day and 2 cups of coffee. I know that because right before this review I took a piss and literally I haven't had much water and I've had 2 cups of coffee, and that's what it looked like. So that's what it looks like right there. Oh, fuck. You cannot mistake the nose of the rare malts. It's soot, candle smoke, a bit of charcoal fire. You know when you've got that charcoal chimney and it's just starting, and you've got that sooty smoke coming out, but from a distance, like a waft of it, you're getting some of that. Minerally, glassy. Now, we've had this discussion before. The glassiness, is it actually an old bottle effect, or is it just a style? There's nowhere of us knowing, because every single 70s bottling that you try has been in the bottle for decades, so we don't know. But is it actually the bottle that's releasing flavor and tainting the whiskey, or is it just a style back then? Hard to know. Oh, fresh magazine print, nail polish remover. poached pears, but using an unripe pear. You know, when you abort a pear from the tree, you know, when you've got a little tiny pear on a tree and you like abort it prematurely, you know what I mean? Like you pluck it from its tree womb. Unripe pear being poached. It's a little powderiness to the nose. Talcum powder. Smells a little bit like a hospital, you know, like when in the hospital you've got isopropyl alcohol everywhere. Cyclic coconut, vanilla. This is I'm almost certain this is going to be a bourbon cask, bourbon driven. Brown sugar syrup, but like a saturated brown sugar. Golden syrup, burnt caramel, a waft of burning caramel, not burnt caramel, burning caramel. Just before it's classified as burnt, as it's burning, you got a little bit of that. And there's actually a fair amount of smoke in this, which is surprising. Whew, wow, beautiful on the nose, shit. Fuck. You can freeze frame a little bit. There you go, you can freeze frame a little bit. There you go. There's just like, you know, when you watch an adult, like a movie, and then there's an adult scene in there where someone shows their Gonzagas or their penis and you're trying to catch it in the mid frame, you know. What's that movie with Englishman, you know? I forget his name, is it? Anyway, it's like a weird movie where like they've got a shot of him taking a piss from the back and just see his penis like that, but really quick, and you're like, what? Did I just see a dick? And you rewind and trying to freeze frame, but it's impossible. Yes, like that. You can freeze frame though. I'm gonna give you enough chance. There you go. Whew. Wow. That is fucked up on the nose. Oh, let's get sipping. Ooh, wow, that's on the nose, it doesn't have a distinctly Clynelish nose. So on the nose, you can kind of like, what is that? What is that I'm smelling? It's hard to pin down, but on the palate, green apple smoke. Smoked green apple, chewy, oily, wow, waxy. The mouthfeel is very involved. It's like someone is gripping my, oh, what is that? Oh, okay. So someone's gripping my tongue. Sorry, I thought it was rat shit. So there was a couple of rat incidents in this house where there was shitting here and on the table. And I was like, fuck, are those rats? Like, are those rats shitting? But anyway, I haven't seen rat shit for a while. There hasn't been many signs of rats. I'm gonna start trapping again though. Yeah, the other day I was standing here just 10 meters away, and then I hear the squeaking, and this fucking rat got caught in a trap so big that half its body was still out of the trap, and it was like, yeah. I was like, fuck, it was horrible, horrible. You know, hey, vermin, gotta put them out. Anyway, sorry, I digress. So yeah, so, fruity, toffee, burnt sugar, smoke. There's a distinct smokiness to this. Quite surprising. Quite surprising, the smoke on it. You probably want to close the door because I'm just going to make a lot of noises here. My wife is going to watch some videos and shit. So just has to close the door. Because I tend to get a bit verbose, you know what I mean? Verbose and robust. Yeah, so there's a distinct smoke, which is surprising for a Clynelish. Minerality, once again, is that the bottle or is that the style? Is that the coal fire? Is that the wood fire? Is that the inconsistent firing mechanism they used to use in the 70s versus today? It could be all of the above, or it could be one of the above. Who the fuck knows? But whatever it is, this is why I love this. It transports you into a flavor era. Now, obviously, I wasn't born in the 70s. I was born in the early 80s, but I wasn't drinking whiskey since I was born. You know, since I was about maybe 13, 14, then I was drinking whiskey. But I wasn't appreciating it like I am today. So I don't know. I don't really know what 70s whiskeys will taste like. I'm more describing of what I'm tasting from the 70s whiskeys that I've been drinking. As soon as it touches your tongue, it's so volatile. It's so potent and powerful. It's just got such a structure. Now, 59.1%, that's ballsy. That's Arnold Schwarzenegger ballsy. You know, that's hardcore. It doesn't taste like it. It doesn't taste like it at all. Now, that could possibly mean some of the alcohol has evaporated over time because of that leakage, right? So some of the alcohol has been lost. It's hard to know. Yes? Don't worry, that's fine. Yeah, so my timer went off. So just a little insight. I've got a very obsessive personality, and I got obsessed with planting shit, okay? Like, I used to be obsessed with fish keeping, and I don't want to have that here. I don't want that responsibility, but I started getting obsessed with plants. And fuck, what is it with Madagascar plants? I started getting obsessed with pachypodiums and euphorbias and African succulents. It's really weird. I've got an obsessive personality, and if it's something that I can grow and watch it grow over days and months and years, it's just something that I really enjoy. But anyway, in this new house, I'm trying to plant a shitload of chili. So next season, I want to plant so many chilies that I can fill my freezer with chilies. So that timer was just me charting where the sun is to see, you know, maximum sun exposure. Anyway, don't want to bore you with that shit. So, fuck, this video is just a ranting video. But hey, this is what you watch it for, right? State of the nation of whiskey. This is a tremendous whiskey, a great whiskey, huge. And for 59%, it is quite calm. I think it's because it has leaked a little bit. It wasn't leaking liquid, but it evaporated a little bit. So somewhere along the line, it lost some of its potency, maybe. Hard to know, hard to say. We can never go back. So at the end of the day, it is what we've got. It is what it is. But still extremely grateful for being able to try it, because it has always been my unicorn, one of the unicorns, to try Clynelish Red Malts. And my friend said that I could keep the whole sample and share it around, so I'm going to wait till he goes overseas and then we'll drink it, just to be a dick. Look, this is a yes from me. Wow. That last sip, getting a little bit of citrus, lemon peel, lemon oil. Some spice, white pepper, candied ginger. That is fucked up. That is awesome. What I love about these bottlings, what I love about these old style bottlings, is that they actually build every time you sip. So I had this chat the other day, and in conclusion, whiskey is not getting better. New whiskies being released, as a general rule, is turning more and more into dog shit. It's not getting any better. New releases, it's more dog shit. You've got the odd ones that are superbly made. You've got the odd ones that just come into their own. Like, you know, they're broken past their teenage years, and you can finally admire them without fucking going to jail. Like, it's fantastic, you know. Daft Mill have released an older statement of whiskey and bourbon driven, and it's fucking amazing. The earlier Daft Mills that I've tried, I wasn't convinced, especially for the price point, but that's been excellent. I'm a really, really big fan of Ardnamurchan. Okay, Ardnamurchan, I'm a huge fan of Ardnamurchan. They've just released a 10-year-old. Huge fan. Why am I a huge fan of Ardnamurchan? It's because they don't take the piss. They're not being dicks. they're selling their whiskey for a good price, reflective of the quality and the age that they're selling it for. So they're not being dicks about it. And that's what I love about it as well. The quality is superb, and they're not being dicks about the pricing. Some distilleries that are new, yes, I understand that to stay afloat, but the pricing is just a fucking piss take. But whiskey is getting shittier and shittier every year, in my opinion. The new releases, especially with the big houses that are mainstream and just available everywhere else, you know, the big names, you know, the Glenfiddich and Glenlivet. It's like I tried a Glendronach the other day. I went to a whiskey festival, as you saw. I tried a Glendronach. It tasted like horse piss. I mean, what the fuck is going on? What the hell is going on? Like, I don't understand. Glendronach is one of those whiskeys from 12-year-old and above. You could just rely on it to be exceptional. There was no mouthfeel. There was no texture. I don't know what happened. I swear they started chill filtering. I don't know. Maybe they always have, but maybe their barrels are shittier. Maybe their blending is shittier. Who knows? But I'm telling you what, the Glendronachs, the new releases with that new bottle has turned to shit. Nevertheless, thank you for listening to me rant today. And until next time, make sure you eat, smoke, drink. Cheers.